Hello, my beautiful cancers. This is your love reading for the month of September. Reverse the roles as you may, and remember, there's no gender in tarot. Because if you look in your natal chart, we all have both masculine and feminine energies. The way I do my readings, I do the past, the present, and the future. And instead of going down, I'll go across. And for each time frame, I'll give you one specific message or some sort of advice. So one for the past, one for the present, one for the future. Okay, let's start your reading. The first card you have for your past is Seven of Cups. Now, this is in the reversed, so this could be a call to, like in the past, to just have like dealt with things for what they are, and not want things to just be how you want them to be. Just take things at face value and move forward accordingly. That's what this card signifies. It can also mean a desire to have all your wishes granted, but like denying the truth that like wishes, sitting and wishing don't really get the job done. Sometimes being physical, putting in the physical part is how manifestation works. It's both the physical and the spiritual. But just sitting there and wishing doesn't normally bring things about. I'm just saying what the card means. I'm not saying you was doing that. It could be you or the person you're thinking about who was just, maybe they wanted to, build this relationship with you, or you wanted to build a certain relationship with somebody, but you just sit there hoping that they call or text your phone. That's not gonna happen. Sometimes you have to extend your hand, reach out, and then the person will be, very welcoming and open, like, yeah, how are you? And then you go back and forth rather than sitting there kind of being stubborn, just thinking, right, he should call me or she should call me. Sometimes that's what people go through, man. But yeah, it's kind of, that's what that card means anyway. The next card you have for your past is the King of Pentacles in the upright. So could have been dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo individual, or they could have had this in their chart somewhere. Like, I'm not saying their sun had to be that. They could have had that in their moon or ascendant. Like, you could have been dealing with a Leo or something, but they had a Earth moon or a Earth ascendant. So I'm just saying, bear that in mind. But anyway, the energies of this card is, could have been dealing with someone who's a realist. They're just all about practical things. They don't have pipe dreams like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire and I'm just gonna be a basketballer, and they're just sitting there not even trying. Like, they're more practical, like, cool, I'm gonna work 10 years in this job, stack 100,000, invest in a property. Like, they're very down to earth and strategic. This sort of thing earns them trust, so it's a very trustworthy individual. This card could also indicate the solving of some sort of problems. And it could mean like being content materially and emotionally at a certain point. Like, maybe you're just content in your house, like content with your home, feeling stable and stability within the home. So it doesn't actually have to be an individual you're dealing with. Now, the next card you have for your past is the Six of Swords in the upright. And this could mean like the solving of problems. So it kind of relates with the King of Pentacles. Well, one of the points I said about the King of Pentacles, the solving of problems. It could have meant a time to like distance yourself from everybody and just, sort of like what the hermit does. Like, just go into your little cave, or whatever you want to call it, your little cocoon, and, do some spiritual work. get yourself together mentally, spiritually, and come back out a butterfly back into the world. It could also signify opportunities to travel, maybe. But it just kind of calls for time to like recharge your batteries, because it means like in the future, like success is gonna come about at some point. So maybe you're just working too hard, or you just called for a time to like just pamper yourself. You know that beauty stuff. Have a good bath, cook your favorite meals, watch your favorite movies. You know that just soothe your soul. You know what I mean? So what I could see from the past is that what message am I getting? Basically, could have been one scenario is you could have been dealing with an individual and you was refusing to see it for what it was, and you just wanted it to be a certain way. Either you or the other person, and I feel like this is in terms of reaching out. One person wanted one person to call them, the other person felt like, right, I ain't calling him first, she should call me or whatever. So I feel like that was going on. And that's why I feel like the solving of problems was coming about. Like I feel like a conversation needed to be had with somebody basically in the past. Just a simple, it's nothing major. I just feel like it was just like little egos clashing. Sometimes the ego gets, we all have a little bit of it in it, and sometimes it gets in the way of building a connection. So I feel like a second scenario could have been maybe with the home, you just felt a little bit discontent, maybe, and then you could have been dealing with a person who maybe came to visit sometimes, and I feel like maybe you wanted them to stay more. You wanted them to just obviously they probably have their own house, and you just kind of felt a little bit discontent because you just felt like maybe they should stay with me longer. Why don't they stay more? Or maybe the person, because it's the King of Pentacles, they're all about this money. So maybe the person just works too much, and you feel like you're not getting too much enough attention. Maybe, but at the same time, I feel like the message is that you've got such a nice home to just be content with your home and just relax, focus on yourself. When this person calls, they will call. When they come, they will come. There's no rush. So now for your current energies, you've got the Three of Cups, and that's in the reverse. All three of these cards are in reverse for the current energy. So let's look into that. So the first card you got is the Three of Cups in reverse. It could mean this card kind of signifies like healing. Like it's a time of healing. I don't know if anybody's sick out there at the moment, or sometimes we don't really look after our health. We eat nonsense. I do it sometimes. We all do it sometimes. Sometimes we're health conscious and we go home. Let me eat a salad, or let me have a little vegetarian meal, or let me start drinking water, or let me start eating some fruits and veg. Sometimes we're just we don't give a toss what we're putting in our system. We just eat like all sorts, drinking bare fizzy drink and all this. You know what I mean? But it just calls for time to heal. Maybe somebody hasn't really been looking after themselves. You or the other person hasn't really been looking after themselves to the degree that they should. I'm not saying anybody needs to be like Gandhi or Jesus, or what I mean, like perfect with the way they eat and their health, or working out every day and something. But I'm just saying Tesco, every little helps, isn't it? Like here and there, make sure you do a little, be cautious with that, and have a little healthy meal and do a little workout here and there. Not every day though. But it could also mean like disappointment. probably just like faithlessness, like just not really, just kind of on the edge of just giving up, just feeling like, you know what, man, I don't really care about relationships, or I don't believe there's anybody out there for me, or I don't feel like it's anything serious or major. It's just like, it's just to do with the feelings, because this is cups, this is the emotions, it's water energy. So I feel like somebody's just a bit emotional right now, and they're kind of on the brink of giving up, or maybe they feel like nobody out there, there's nobody out there for them to love them or something. Just like doubting, but this is all mental. This ain't actually proof. It's just mental. There's no proof in the pudding of the thoughts. It's just thoughts. So second card you got for your current energy is Ace of Cups in reverse. So this could mean like fears about a family member or something. Fears about a family member or some sort of relationship. Worrying about home life. And it also says the same thing. Lost faith, loss of faith in yourself, in a relationship, or in a project. So it's like, it's all mental. You or somebody else, but I feel like I can't lie, man. I feel like it's you right now, because Cancer's like a very loving, nurturing, down to earth people. But obviously, you're ruled by the moon, so sometimes the aspects or the position of the moon kind of put Cancers in a certain energy for a little while. Remember, you're ruled by the moon, and the moon rules emotions. So sometimes Cancers get a little bit emotional, and they don't show it. They might not even show it to their friends, their family members, but deep inside, they just kind of, the spirit is off kilter, like it's off for a little bit. But that's just due to the position of the moon. I don't feel like it's anything serious. It's just, right now I feel like you're kind of in an emotional state. But don't take it too serious, man. These things pass. You know what I mean? But now, like, the next card you got for your current energy is the Emperor in reverse. So you could be dealing with some sort of Aries individual or something, or it doesn't have to be an Aries individual, but this could mean like a loss of perspective on a situation. Feeling oppressed, or feeling that something has got you in a position that you can't get yourself out of. Just feeling like things are controlled in a way where it's out of your hands. Like, you're in it, the position you're in right now is out of your hands, basically, or somebody's feeling like that, Um, or this could just highlight aspects of your own behavior, and it calls for a time to re-examine your motives. Like, who are you? Sometimes we have like a little bit of an identity crisis. So my general message from the current energies is that it's all in your head. Don't be too, like, I can't tell you guys not to be too emotional, because you're a water sign. Water signs are emotional. I'm a Scorpio moon. I have emotions that are deep as hell. I know how it is sometimes. But what can I say? Like, I feel like the message is, don't take your emotions too serious. Or that could cause, like, it's just unnecessary stress or depression. Doesn't need to be there. Because if you just understand astrology, then you just know that sometimes the moon's out of in a certain position, I'm gonna be feeling off kilter for a little bit. Don't take it too serious. I feel like that's the message. And don't, give up on love or feel like nobody's out there for you, because there's somebody out there for every single person on this planet. Every single soul on this planet has a counterpart. So just don't be doubtful or be in a negative vibration, because that's just gonna make it take all the longer to come to you. The more you're open, the quicker it comes towards you. Now, for your future energy, see, look at this. This looks better. Future energy, looks better. Maybe all that stuff was just in your mind, basically. But anyway, in the future, the first card you got is Four Cups in the upright. It just, it talks about dissatisfaction again. Like, just, I feel like it's just dissatisfaction following you into your future from here. But I feel like it's gonna go. Like, this ain't to the degree of this. This is like, it's going now. And it's just a call to appreciate your emotional investments in your work projects or personal relationships. Rediscover that spark. Maybe just bored of life or something, or just bored. Sometimes we need things to keep us ticking, but it's just like you're just in the future. You're coming off that energy of questioning yourself or feeling like there's no one out there for you, but there's just like a little feeling in the future of just like boredom, like, but still, like, it's not. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't feel content, or we need, I don't know, a little adventure in our life or something to just spark it up a little bit, or I don't know how to, you know, reignite the spark that we need, but all of us as individuals know how to reignite that spark for ourselves. So I feel like, just in the future, just try and reignite that spark, and just keep, be that Cancer that you're meant to be that Cancer that you are. You know what I mean? Or if you don't, then that could lead into, like, that boredom can lead to unhappiness. Really, like, so just, I don't know, man. Only you would know how to deal with that. But the next card you got, it's not all negative anyway, because look what you got now. So yeah, good part of the readings here. Anyway, next card you got is the Empress. So I feel like this is your energy you're gonna be in the future, because it's, female. Could be a male as well, but just saying. And I feel like this card means material and domestic comfort. You're gonna feel secure. You're just gonna feel comfortable in your surroundings. Feel secure within yourself. You know what I mean? You're gonna have protection from spirits. I don't know, like, maybe like what can I say? Like an ancestor or somebody who's in a position of power. They're just gonna protect. You're gonna have protection no matter what. So just, just be calm. Everything's gonna flow naturally. This card means positive associations of motherhood. So you're just gonna feel good. You know, feel content with being a mother or a father. And this is, for those with any sort of financial problems, this is a good card. This means abundance is right around the corner. So all of them little problems you thought maybe you got bills that's kind of piled up, but as I said, you're protected. So something's gonna come and sweep that all away. Something's gonna come in. Not so don't worry about anything. This could be positive influence of like a mother figure, maybe a nan or a grandma or somebody, or even a mother, or just a positive influence from somebody. Like, they're there to, give you a shoulder to lean on if you're feeling any type of way. Lastly, progress in creative products. So if you're doing anything to do with like business, or you're speaking to a new person, you're trying to take it somewhere, maybe go on a date. This signifies speed, and it's gonna, movement basically, and it could predict a pregnancy. So if you don't want that, yeah, if you don't want that, you know what to do in it. Anyway, next card you got for your future is Seven of Pentacles. So this signifies hard work paying off. See what I'm saying? All of this negativity, all of this like it's just self doubt and just emotional, just emotions that don't need to be there. But as I said, you look are ruled by the moon, so sometimes your emotions are off kilter. But anyway, very positive card right here. Hard work paying off. You're not quite yet there where you want to be, but you're on the road. You're on the path. And this calls for like a true commitment to yourself, your home and your career. And then they will be showing dividends whether you have commitment or not. But I feel like you need the commitment. But like this shows expansion. Like you see, cancers are very creative. So whether you do art, you do hair, you do makeup, fashion, whatever you're into, cooking, baking, if you keep that creativity up and you put it out there, it's gonna bear fruit 100%. 1,000,000,000% it's gonna bear fruit. If I was you, I'd, use what I have. Don't just sit on it. God don't give you talents for no reason. Um, but yeah, this card just means generally things, seeds are gonna bear fruit. So my general message for you for the future is don't let these emotions stagnate you from getting somewhere with a connection that you have or getting away of a connection that you have. Or just don't let your emotions basically don't let what's the right words I'm looking for? Don't let your emotions because it's not gonna stop any blessings coming in. I'm just saying like just don't let your emotions be negative unnecessarily. Or don't let it get in the way of success. But yeah, this is your reading for September, man. Hope you lot have a good September.